What's good, everybody? It is your girl TicahDishawn of All Things Ruthless, home of the Ruthless Addicts, here to give you guys my recap from Tyler Perry's Ruthless Season 4B, Episode 12, entitled The Art of Secrecy. Yes, this is your girl TicahDishawn of All Things Ruthless, home of the Ruthless Addicts. Let's just dive into it. Yes, indeed, in Episode 12, listen, Tyler Perry literally came with it. He definitely came with it. We are finally going to get to see a side of Andrew that we have yet to see. We know he can be very assertive. However, this was one of those moments where he was like, okay, y'all know my secrets. So F you, F you, F the government. He was going in. He even revealed the fact that he knew that Desiree had been kicking it with Malcolm. Dang, Malcolm, who haven't you been with, bruh? Like, you've been flirting with everybody's woman. So anyway, we see that Andrew is not with the ish today. He is going to reveal everything that he knows about Desiree. And Cal is not looking good right now. Cal looking a little sick. He's like, what? Not my baby been sleeping with Malcolm too? Everybody been sleeping with Malcolm. He was like, I knew that Malcolm had been around, but not like that. So they lock up Andrew in the jail cell, and they have this moment. And again, Cal is like, I got to get out of here. I just got to get out of here. I know what I heard. I just got to get out of here. He's in disbelief about his baby, but he's a little upset. So then, you guys, we're going to see a moment where Peter as well as Aaron are out in the woods, out and away from the camp, and Aaron is supposed to be there to make a phone call. He does that. He calls his dad, he calls his mom, and lets them know, hey, we're okay. We're just having bad signals out here, but everything is good. We're going to move on to the next location, probably tomorrow or sometime this week, and we'll call you guys then. So Aaron is face to face, but then Aaron turns around and pops Peter over the head. Now, I got a story about you guys. This unexpected relationship, I'll give that to you, between Peter and River. Yeah, that's his boo. That is his boo. But anyway, I'll give you guys the video on that a little bit later. But yeah, Peter fires off at the truck that Aaron has stolen from him. Now, Peter knows that he is in trouble at this point, but he does everything that he can do to basically stop Aaron. However, he's unsuccessful. He does pop one through the window of that black truck, and Aaron proceeds to drive as far as he can, to get away from not only the Rockadoosh compound, but to get away from Peter, who is literally blasting off at him, you guys. So this was crazy, but Aaron may live to fight another day, y'all. Let's see. But unfortunately, the cell phone that Peter was gonna probably use to work for him and River's escape plan, which I'm telling y'all, I gotta come back and tell y'all about that escape plan. But the phone is run over. He has no way of calling anyone on the compound to come and get him. And plus, Peter don't really want to go to that compound anyway, because he's definitely in trouble. He has allowed Aaron to escape. So then we see this moment. This is the aftermath of Lacey getting essayed. This scene, like, listen, I told y'all I couldn't talk that much about it. It's so graphic, but Zane was in there inside the trailer as all of these men were essaying Lacey, and Zane was crying, but she had to compose herself. She had to make it seem as if she was still with the Raku. Even though Zane has a plan as well, she still had to make it seem like she was in good with the Raku when Elder Mother walked into that trailer. Of course, Elder Mother, being so disrespectful, she asked Lacey, well, how do you feel? You know, and Lacey was like, I feel dirty. And so anyway, Elder Mother says, help me untie her. They untie her, and they leave her in the trailer. And she's like, y'all just gonna leave me in here like this? And yeah, they leave her to go carry out other duties on the Rockadoosh compound. So then we're back at the trailer of Ruth and the Highest, and we see that, the Highest thought he put it down. Listen, all I'm saying is the Highest thought he put it down, but in actuality, Ruth had that sunshine, and Ruth made the sun glow on the highest so much that he was in there doing yoga. We'll talk about that a little bit later. They're just having this whole, conversation that she's talking about how she's the number one. She's gonna have his first baby. Like she knows the baby is coming directly through him, but he tells her that her stomach was flat, and of course Ruth is a queen at finesse. She's the queen of finessing. So she's going to tell the highest everything she thinks he needs to hear. And she does that and more. So much more that the highest says he basically want to get a taste of Ruth and attempts to go down. And Ruth is just like, oh, really? Yes, yes, yes. Like faking the whole situation. So then we see River and Joan in the finance trailer. Now we know River has no place in there. However, he's just letting Joan know, I do have a plan. I got a lover, a brand new lover. Again, I got a story to tell y'all. But anyway, he's talking about how he has a lover that is going to help him get off the Rockadushi compound. All he needs is to get that money. And he's telling Joan, the only way he can get it is to get in there with the highest, but he's going to try to go and get it himself, but we'll see how that's going to turn out. So anyway, at the gate, this is the conversation that we didn't know what was really going to happen with them, but DISHAWN is telling them to expect Andrew to come back sometime. We don't know exactly when, maybe tomorrow he will be back. Then you had Peter as well as Aaron that was supposed to return to the Rockadushi compound. Then the fellas have their own sidebar, thinking that they should let Manny in on their secret to help them out with their plan that they're gonna have. Then we see Aaron, and poor Aaron is having trouble. Of course, this vehicle has been popped off and he's having trouble. The vehicle ends up stalling out in the middle of nowhere. Poor Aaron can't win for losing, y'all. I really, really was hoping that Aaron would be able to get away expeditiously, get to the nearest town safely. However, it doesn't seem to be working in his favor. And he is, of course, frantic at the fact that his vehicle has literally stalled out. A bad, sad situation for Aaron. I truly hate this for him. I wish there was something better that could be done for his character right now. But anyway, then we see Ruth back at the room with the highest. She has finally put her clothes back on, and he lets Elder Mother know, or let her know to let Elder Mother know that he's ready for his food. And she says, well, she puts things in your food. And he's like, no, she doesn't. But y'all, we find out that Elder Mother was really a nurse. She was a nurse at the jail, the prison that he was in. And she left her job to follow the highest. So it's validation that Elder Mother was really a nurse. So then we see the conversation between River as well as Ruth. And River's like, did you, have him do the magic? And she's like, no, I didn't have him do the magic. And she's not going to have him do the magic until she can get her daughter. Even Joan told him that over in the finance trailer. So River, she has literally messed up River's plan. River had a plan to get them out of there, had a dude waiting in the woods for them with a car. And now because Ruth does not want to leave her daughter, that plan has been ruined. So we see Ruth and Elder Mother. Of course, they're having a conversation. Ruth wants to go with Elder Mother to cook the food. Elder Mother wants to go on her own. She does not want to be bothered with Ruth. She just does not want to be bothered with Ruth. She wants to serve the highest. She's also upset that Ruth is the one that cleans the highest. She is just not feeling Ruth at all, y'all. Y'all know how Elder Mother does when it comes to Ruth. So anyway, back at the highest's trailer, we see a conversation between Ruth, or the highest, and DISHAWN. And y'all, why did DISHAWN tell the highest that he could do him better than what Ruth could do? And of course, the highest was like, nah, I don't think so. He's good. Shot down. Poor DISHAWN was shot down, y'all. So anyway, then we get to see a moment where, let's look at his face, y'all. But anyway, we get to see a moment where the ladies, Elder Mother Marva as well as Ruth, are in the food trailer, and Elder Mother's trying to fix the food of the highest, but she does not want DISHAWN, or she does not want Ruth to watch her make the food. She does not want her to prepare the food, y'all. And of course, Ruth is like, well, I'm gonna stay here and watch anyway. They're both stubborn, and we know that they're putting something in the Hyacinth's medicine, in his food. But she does. She wants to see exactly what it is. But then she has that conversation with Daikon, and Daikon says, yes, I know she's putting stuff in his food. If she doesn't put something in his food, he's really going to be all over the place. So it has to be done. And so with that, of course, Daikon is still upset because of the fact that the highest told him that Ruth was going to be the number one. She was the first one to actually have his pure baby. Now, keep in mind, y'all, Ruth told Daikon the same thing a few seasons ago, that the baby was going to be from him. So anyway, we see where River is trying to finesse his way into the trailer of the highest. He tells Manny that the highest requested to see him earlier. So Manny goes up to the door and lets the highest know that River is here to see the highest. And the highest says, okay, let him in. So River walks into the trailer of the highest, and y'all, the highest was in there doing his whole yoga situation. Ruth done put that thing on him. She put the thing on him to the fact that he was in all of the yoga positions. I've never seen the highest do yoga ever. We've always seen him be aggressive and want to fight and unaliving folks, but never to the point where he can finally be zen and do his yoga. And that's exactly the position that he was in when River walked in. He told River he could leave. He didn't need the magic. Ruth told him he didn't need the magic, so he could leave. So then we see Daikon makes his way back to the Hyacinth's trailer, and he's like, "What? Don't ever let River in there. I don't care if the Hyacinth want to see him." And then, of course, Manny was like, "Well, the Hyacinth wanted to see him," but Daikon, his intentions not just to be mean to River. However, he knows that money is in there, and he does not trust River around all of that money. So he's really trying to keep the trailer of the highest safe. So then we see where Lacey is back in the trailer. They finally let her go back to the bedroom, where she ends up getting handcuffed to the bed. Elder Mother says, I'm not going to be stupid this time around. If you try to escape, you're going to have to get out of these handcuffs. You're definitely going to have to figure out how to get out of these handcuffs. So Elder Mother, she leaves her in there, and Lacey is, of course she's emotional. However, there's Zane, and Zane is there, and she handcuffs her to the bed. So then Laura, who's been throwing up all day, is trying to figure out what is going on, and she's like, girl, they've been putting has he sprayed blowing a powder in your face? Well, Elder Mother has been putting microdoses of it in your food, and that's why you're throwing up. Your body is probably trying to reject it, or whatever the case may be. The microdoses of those drugs are jacking us up. We got to play the game so we can get up out of here. So then we see in the woods where River is waiting for Peter to return, and it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and Peter has yet to return. Now, Joan does not believe that River has someone in the woods waiting. She does not believe him. Also, she knows that he wasn't able to get that money simply because of the fact that Ruth did not have the highest take the medicine. So she's in disbelief. She's not trusting River, but River's waiting for his man out in the woods. So anyway, a car pulls up on Aaron, and finally we think that Aaron is safe. We think that Aaron is going to be okay. And then, y'all, not unfortunately, it ends up being Deputy Kate. Deputy Kate, who, she thinks everything is good. Everybody's good. Sheriff Conley is a good person. And that is who it is. And the lights beam on him. And that was the end of this episode, y'all. That's about it, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tapping in and tuning in. What did you guys think about this episode? Episode 12. What did you guys think about Secrecy? There were a lot of secrets. Only a few were actually revealed, but I'm here for it all. Definitely here for it all. Let me know your comments below. Let me know your thoughts on the episode in its entirety. What did you rate this particular episode? I'm definitely keeping account as to how you guys are feeling about these episodes, as I will be discussing them on Tuesday I'm sorry, on Wednesday when we talk about episode 13 on the Ruthless Roundtable, okay? Alright, y'all, well, that's about it. Thank you so much for tapping in and tuning in with your girl, TicahDishawn, of all things Ruthless, calling all Ruthless addicts. If you're new to my channel and you're me for the first time, please hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you can receive reminders of new Ruthless content, okay? Alright, y'all, that's about it. Thank you so much, and you already know, stay Ruthless.
Let me shoot a whole clip. Firepower in this coalition. We just turned the field into a demolition. It was desolate, but I had premonition. I was training for war, every exhibition, every extra mission, every enemy listening.